Guys, last time you saw Vin D here, we made over 700 horsepower on the dyno. Now, I want to enjoy this on the street, but I can't because it is a death trap. Something in the front end is super loose, so we're gonna go ahead, now that we got enough power in this thing, and fix that front end so it can actually drive nice. Now, why did we call it Vin D? Well, because nothing's stronger than family. No, because in the VIN number, there is a D that designates that it is a 98 12 valve, and that's what it is. And the reason we have this truck is because we bought it sight unseen for a giveaway years ago. Once we got it, it was so clapped, we couldn't possibly give it away. So we actually bought another one, and that turned into the triple turbo giveaway that we did, that 1,000 horsepower one. That was years and years ago. We got left with this thing. It kind of slowly became a test truck, and now we're going through trying to fix all the little gremlins. And so today's video, we are doing the steering. There's something loose in there, the track bar, something is making this thing wander all over the place. And so we're just gonna go ahead and throw all new steering in it and really make it nice and tight. But before we do, I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys in here and go for a little road test, just to kind of show you just how bad it is. I don't know if I can fully grasp it. I'd have to go on the road I have to go home, where it's like, it's terrible on that road, but you'll see it. Okay, we are on the road. It's a little bit loose, like not great. I can kind of feel that a little bit. There we go, that's where you can really start feeling it. But what's bad is that like you hit a bump or something or do a lock shift or something, it all of a sudden decides to just pull one way or the other. So you're just like sitting here constantly ready for what the road might bring. Otherwise, like, other than this motor being like a suggestion wheel, it's actually not that bad. So guys, there, hopefully you can kind of see what we're working with here. Obviously it's worse in person, but we're gonna get it fixed up. I wanna show you guys what parts we're putting into this thing, and then we'll get it all installed and take it for another rip. So here we got all the parts. Starting off, we got a full Synergy heavy duty steering kit for your second gen. This is a super, super nice piece. I mean, they're super solid, and they've done a couple cool things that I'm a big fan about. First of all, we're keeping it with ball joints, not your Heims. Heims are great for racing. For a street going vehicle, I mean, seeing 100,000 miles, they don't hold up because they can get debris in there. These are loaded with grease, with a boot, keep them clean, keep them lubed. They're gonna be good for a long time. And what I really like what they did here is they have a custom ball joint on this end here that only articulates in one direction. If you ever watch your steering, when you steer, it's twisting that whole bar up and down, going down the road. This prevents that. It keeps that whole bar stationary, and all it does is steer back and forth. I'll go over that problem here on the old steering. But also, we've got the Synergy track bar. This is your third gen style track bar setup with a conversion bracket, like everything, super heavy duty. They made the adjuster really nice. You just have one side there, adjuster, and makes it very easy to adjust, and it's solid. And we've also done the upgraded Fox steering stabilizer, as well as a red head steering box. We've had great luck with these boxes, so that's what we decided to put in this thing. So let's go ahead and get those old crusty parts off there so we can slap this nice, beautiful stuff back on. So this thing just has your factory, this is actually your upgraded T-style steering, and you can see it leaks a little bit, but it's got just the normal ball joint style here. And if you look, when I do this, we're steering the tires. They're moving, and so when you're going up and down the road and you're steering whatever else, it's just moving your tires around, going down, hitting bumps, whatever. So that's what's nice about that Synergy setup, is that uno direction ball joint in there. It keeps everything solid, so it's not doing that going down the road. Okay guys, got that steering installed. It is some stout stuff. We had a little bit of cutting and grinding to do for that track bar bracket. Nothing crazy, just drilling some holes. It was very straightforward. When going through the instructions, it was simple enough. And remember that slop test we did on the factory steering? Check this out. Like nothing. And that is because that is a uniball, or whatever you call it, where it's only got play one way. It's pretty stout. So I'm excited to try this on the street. I think it's gonna be so much better. So let's get this thing on the road and see how she drives. So this is the road to my house. I would say it's probably the worst road in Cedar City. I don't think anyone would argue. So much better. You can see we still need alignment. Our steering wheel is not straight, but I'm holding the steering wheel straight and I'm staying straight in this road. That's pretty freaking good. This road is full of potholes and stuff, so it's always pushing you around and stuff. Basically no vehicle runs good here, but before the steering, this thing was like a handful. I would 2 hands on it, trying to make sure like it was ready for it to pull or something. So this steering is so much better. So much better. Like I say, could still use an alignment a little better. We got it close, which is like a tape measure alignment, but it's much, much better. Holding the steering wheel still actually keeps us going straight. Yeah, that's so much less sketchy when you know the steering wheel is gonna do what it's supposed to do. It's a fun truck. So this is second, just cruising down the road. Like, goes up into power, no problem. And it's like clean. It's not even, I mean, it's a little hazy at full shoots, but not bad. It's a good running truck. Turning left in first. Just nothing. Just smoking tires, and it's like not dirty. So right there's like, I think that's like about 1,200 RPM. And that's like 5 pounds of boost. So you could do like 10 pounds of boost by 1,500 pretty easy. And it's not like super smoky at all. You can kind of just see a little bit of haze. It keeps thinking I'm out of fuel every time I get into it. It like shakes the truck. And then the full manual. Anyone that has a fun street truck, you need a full manual. Like this is, because like right now we're locked, unlock it. Just get into it. So guys, I would say this was a success. It drives so much better. We'll get it aligned so it can actually like have a straight steering wheel. But I wanted to drive this truck a couple weeks ago and it was not good. It was so much, it was like felt dangerous and irresponsible to drive. Now it's like legitimately fun. And so we'll keep throwing the power at this thing. We're at low 700s. We're shooting for 1,000. Todd wants 1,000. We'll probably go to compounds after this. So we need to start deciding what our next set of turbos or compounds or what the next upgrades are going to be. So next thing you guys want us to hit on, let us know. This thing also needs a heater core. We probably won't show that, but it'll need a heater core and just a whole dash because that's how these second gens work. But yeah, guys, thanks for following along. Like always, guys, thank you for showing you guys the support in the comments. And if you like content like this, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stuff just like it. Thanks, guys.